We're here in Polokwane, South Africa in the Limpopo province, and we're working at a school or a residential facility that is for mentally retarded adults. And there are about 140 students here, Dr.
Yes,
Phiri?
140.
140. And we found this place about a month ago. We were working with the Rotary, out delivering boxes of free tomatoes that had been donated. And we ran on to Dr. Phiri, and he came out and talked to us, and I said, could you use tomatoes? And would you tell us a story that started there, that you'd been praying, and just describe for us what was going on?
Actually, that particular afternoon we were sitting, me and part of my management team, we were talking about what are we going to do, how are we going to feed the children for the next few days. And we had just been praying, thinking something has to happen. And we saw this car pulling in, and then we thought, these people must have our food. So when we went out to talk, and then we found out that the boxes of tomatoes, and we said, well, great, we really do with tomatoes. As we were talking, they extended actually their supplies from tomatoes to rice, and it was really quite appreciated.
The pantry was bare on that day.
Actually, our pantry was empty that day. We were just thinking it was time to go home, but we just couldn't go home because we were thinking, we go, there is no food here, so what happens? So it just so was a prayer answered at the right time.
We actually felt that God had led us here at that very hour. It was 5:15, and you all were going to be leaving, I think, at 5. And when we sensed that God had called us here, we got the same sense that we needed to keep coming back. So we're here today, and would you explain to the people on the video what's happening here today?
Actually, before I get there,
sure,
we normally close at 3:30.
Yeah.
So that day we were just stuck here thinking we should have gone long, but we were just sitting here. So when you came out of 5, it was really a prayer answered. But today, your visit today is actually quite challenging and exciting. I was actually looking out there, seeing most of our children having their feet washed and getting a pair of new shoes, which some of them hadn't had a pair of shoes, a good pair of shoes for some time. So what's happening this afternoon is quite actually challenging and heart-touching, and we really appreciate your visit again today. And above all, I appreciate your visit today because I can see boxes of rice.
Yeah.
So
and as a pastor, I think you would appreciate how the team is actually washing the feet of your residents like Jesus did 2,000 years ago.
Actually, it's true. I mean, it's quite challenging. I mean, you hardly get people that really want to wash somebody's feet. And seeing people that are down to earth and they humble themselves, they really get down there. And some of our service users' feet are not the best feet to wash, but really that tells you these people are doing it with love, and there is a heart of caring there. So yes, it's quite actually touching, and it drives the message home to say this is what the gospel is all about.
Thank you.